Well, that was awesome. We just got to witness, as a Jets fan base, Aaron Glenn go out there and coach a phenomenal game in his preseason coaching debut for the New York Jets. It's a 30-10 victory. Justin Fields in the offense marches down the field in their only drive. All right, gets the touchdown. A perfect drive to start it off. Aaron Glenn said, "I've seen enough. Justin Fields in the starting offense. You're done for the night." We had our defense flawless. There's so much to break down in this video, but more importantly, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, Jets fans. What's your biggest takeaways from the New York Jets preseason win over the Green Bay Packers? Your final score was 30-10. Let's get straight into it. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the video and comment your biggest takeaways. Now let's get it started. Starting off with Justin Fields in the offense. I mean, you talk about a guy that was struggling in training camp, right? Everyone's talking about it. He can't throw. Oh, panic time. No. This is why you can't hit the panic button, folks, and you got to let Justin Fields in this offense go up against other opponents. Now, I also want to say, people are going to start saying it's just a preseason. Relax, right? But I think what Aaron Glenn even said himself, I don't care that it's the preseason. These are the types of things you want to see. It's a football game. And what we just saw from Justin Fields and from Aaron Glenn in particular is he showed his style of football. And these players are buying into what Aaron Glenn is preaching. And you can see that on the football field tonight. Okay? They are absolutely bought into what Aaron Glenn is preaching. And they played smart. They played tough. And they were physical, defense all over the place, offense, running game, offense. I mean, there is so much to love. And I think the only thing that needs to be fixed are the penalties. And you saw Aaron Glenn, he's going to fix that. I got no worries with that. You saw him going in on Michael Clemens after his penalty early on in the game, getting into a scuffle. And then McCrary Ball, I believe, was the guy who had the penalty. And then he was ripping into him on the sidelines, intense energy. That is what this football team needs, an accountable coach, all right? So Justin Fields, let's talk about his day. He finished 3 for 4 and a rushing touchdown. And, you know, the throws he made were not, whoa, Justin Fields, what kind of throws? Those are amazing. They were smart, intelligent, taking what the defense gives you, maneuvering the pocket, going underneath. And how about the Jets fullback, all right? The full Andrew Beck. Making some plays with the ball in his hands. I see you, all right? The run game was a focus on that drive, feeding Breece Hall, getting everybody involved. I mean, and then the fact that Justin Fields finished off that touchdown the way that he did, 3rd and 5, drops back to pass, no one's open, pocket collapses, steps up, and has nothing but grass to his right, and then he just sprints to the pylon. Isaiah Davis making a high-level IQ play, pretending like the ball is going to be in the air and he's going to catch it. But no, that fakes out the defender to not even look back at Justin Fields. He gets into the end zone, touchdown Jets. I mean, that is everything you want if you're a Jets fan. To see a actual offensive drive that ends in a touchdown with no penalties and no injuries. I mean, you cannot have asked for a better offensive drive for the New York Jets, because right when Aaron Glenn said the starters are playing tonight, everybody's saying, there were some injuries though, but nothing significant. The injuries tonight, Aaron Glenn mentioned Isaiah Davis has an ankle and Alan Lazard has a shoulder injury, and I think that's really it to talk about in terms of the injuries. So outside of that, pretty much clean bill of health for the New York Jets, but that's the offense. And let's talk about the defense, because the defense was on one tonight. Sauce Gardner started off the game he felt like he single-handedly got a 3 and out. The first play was thrown his way, pass breakup. Second play, he gets a tackle. Third play, ball's thrown his way, he gets another pass breakup. I'm like, all right, Sauce Gardner's going to be an all-pro again this year. He's an absolute dog. Now, he did get called for a defensive pass interference on the second drive, but hey, man, I think that this defense, you can tell there's a different scheme in place. You're seeing Jamie Sherwood at the line of scrimmage showing blitz, and all of a sudden Quincy blitzes instead. You got Andre Sisco blitzing. You got him. I mean, there's so much creative looks that are totally different than what we're used to with the Robert Saleh 4-3 base scheme. This Steve Wilks, man coverage, heavy blitz. I mean, it's a unique scheme that they created for this type of team because of the players that we have on the roster. Michael Carter II, Brandon Stevens, Andre Sisco, Tony Adams in the back end. I mean, I love this defense, but the heart of this defense tonight was the defensive line. Jay Tufele, a sack and a half, picking up that touchdown, led by Leonard Taylor III, dominating tonight, getting that forced fumble on Malik Willis. Jay Tufele's there for the fumble recovery for the touchdown. You see Jay Tufele go up to Aaron Glenn here. Here's the game ball. You deserve this, coach. And Glenn's like, nah, man, this is yours. That's totally yours. Don't you dare give me that. And also the special teams gets a takeaway. There's a muff punt, and the Jets are there to pick it up. The little things. How many times under Robert Saleh did we see the New York Jets force a fumble and not recover the fumble? Right? The Jets are being coached to hunt the football on defense. Takeaways is an emphasis with this coaching staff. And I think if you're a Jets fan, you'll remember that the Jets, as good as their defense was under Saleh, they never got takeaways. They didn't get any interceptions. They barely forced fumbles. For whatever reason, they just did not know how to take the ball away, but they were good at everything else. But this defense under Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks is all going to be about forcing turnovers and taking advantage of that scoring. That's how you win football games, okay? That's what we saw on full display. There's a lot of guys to highlight on the defensive side of the ball. Will McDonald had a really good pass rushing rep that led to a Jay Tufele sack, all right? And I feel like the secondary was fantastic tonight overall throughout the entire game. So big-time shout-out to the defense. Now, getting into more of the offense, I want to hone in on the offensive line real quick. Armand Membu was moving people in the run game. Elijah Vera Tucker did just the scheme on the offensive line. They were blocking in ways that I haven't seen before. I'm like, wow, they actually know how to block. They're being coached. All right? It wasn't even just the starters. When the backups went in, they were moving people in the run game. It was fantastic. That touchdown that Stone Smart had, the tight end screen, that play design was chef's kiss. And not just the play design, but the execution by the players is something that you really have to highlight, right? Because I feel like with the Jets' previous coaches, with the offensive coordinators, they would have a concept, but they did not know how to coach it properly, so the players never executed it. It matters when you coach it in a way that it's simple enough for the players to grasp it, to execute. That touchdown was all coaching, and then it led to beautiful execution. Right? The offensive line had to be patient and wait for Stone Smart to get the football. Then they go down the field, lead the way. Xavier Newman leading the way. Stone Smart being patient, getting in the end zone. Adrian Martinez, I mean, that play in a nutshell was just flawless, okay? Love to see that. And I'm a big fan of Stone Smart, by the way. I think he's a really big sleeper this year for the New York Jets. And then got to give a shout out to the other quarterbacks. Brady Cook looked decent, but I think Adrian Martinez showed more tonight. He was really good. I mean, his stat line is, like, awesome. His stat line was pretty great. 11 for 16, 152 yards and a touchdown, a rating of 119.8. Was moving around with his legs. I like Adrian Martinez a lot. And with Tyrod Taylor, with the injury to his knee, we don't know how serious that is. He's up there in age. Could Adrian Martinez be the second quarterback this year if Tyrod is dealing with an injury? Maybe. Brady Cook, we'll see what he looks like moving forward, but I think Adrian Martinez looked really good. Sticking with the offense, a big star tonight was undrafted free agent running back Donovan Edwards. 9 carries for 42 yards, and he was, oh boy, how did they not give him that touchdown run? 50-plus yard touchdown run down the left sideline, took it away from a flag. Oh, poor Donovan Edwards. He deserved to have that touchdown. But I think Donovan Edwards, he runs hard. And he looks good, man. I like him. I remember interviewing him at the Senior Bowl. He was on the cover of NCAA football last year, the video game. The Jets got a real player in him. And you look at this running back room led by Breece Hall and Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis. That fourth running back spot is up for grabs. And I think Donovan Edwards is going to be the guy to be able to take it and run with it. Right? And we saw a lot of Braylon Allen as well. 8 carries for 33 yards. But the big thing that I noticed with this offense, we had like the receivers, there was 15 different players that caught passes tonight. 15. Beck led the way with 36 yards, 2 catches. Tyler Johnson had 2 catches. Quentin Skinner, undrafted free agent, also had a catch for 26 yards. That catch was fantastic. Adrian Martinez floating away, floated it up. Skinner goes up, makes the twist and grab. Great stuff. Arian Smith, the Jets rookie, had 2 catches for 18 yards. Alan Lazard had 2 catches for 17 yards. He hurt his shoulder, right? I mean, it was just a balanced effort, and that's what this Jets offense is about. It's crazy that everybody but Garrett Wilson had a catch. Garrett had a target, but it was off. That was the one bad throw from Justin Fields. So the offense, that they deserve love. Brandon Smith had 2 catches. Like, there's so many guys on offense that thrived, and it was just so balanced. Like, there was not one star on the offense throughout this game. It was a balanced effort. Everybody got involved, and I want to remind everybody that what Tanner Engstrand's role was in Detroit. He was the pass game coordinator, but one of his jobs was, how do we feed everybody on the Lions offense? Everybody's got to get the ball. It was his role to figure out a strategic plan to get everybody the rock. And you saw that translate to the Jets right here. Everybody got the rock. Every single playmaker got touches. And they want to evaluate who can do what with touches, right? And I think that's really important to note, that the balanced offense approach, the run game, the pass attack, it was very well balanced. And let's just keep it a buck. The Jets dominated this game, like absolutely dominated this game. They were the better football team. They looked like the better coach team. Jordan Love looked like trash. It's just the preseason. Of course, it's just a couple drives. But the accountability and the discipline that this coaching staff is implementing here, it is refreshing, bro. It is absolutely refreshing. And there's a lot to like. A lot to like. And this is a building block. Now the Jets can take this and use it as a level of confidence as they go into their joint practice with the Giants on Tuesday. I will be there for that. And then their next preseason game against the Giants on, what is that, Saturday night next week or Friday, whatever it is. It's another Saturday night game. So, I don't know, man. I really don't have any negatives to say, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm just saying nothing but positive things, because if there were some things to say that's negative, I will bring it up. The only thing you can mention about the negative stuff is the penalties from the backups. And I got confidence that Aaron Glenn's going to nip that in the butt. So, everybody looked good tonight. There was no player I'm like, damn, that guy kind of stinks. Unless he's like a backup that's not going to make the team. Like, you know, number 77, the backup offensive lineman, had 2 penalties. I don't need to bring him up. He's going to get cut. So who cares? So that's really my thoughts, my post-game recap. And I want to give a huge shout-out to everybody that watched the live reaction with me. I had a lot of fun with you guys. We had like over 12,000 total people in that live stream. Peaked at 550 live at once. So love you guys so much for that. If you stayed into the end of the video, hit the comment down below, a jet plane emoji. I'm tired. I'm going to upload this video like beyond midnight. And I am just really happy because Aaron Glenn, man, he did his thing tonight. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's go Jets, folks. Peace out. I'm out.